In conversation with Mr. Subhash Ghai in the campus of Whistling Woods International. Good afternoon, sir. It's a pleasure having you. So my first question to you is, when you were layering the bricks of Whistling Woods International, what was your basic idea, intention and motive behind it?
You see, the thought behind Whistling Woods came in 1986 in my mind. When Dilip Kumar Sahab told me that you have introduced so many newcomers and you are good in directing people, why don't you open a film school, then a studio which has been built up by many producers in Bombay. Then in 1992, I had some money and I applied to the government that I wanted some land. Then the 2000 May, finally I got the land. The whole idea about the Whistling Wood setting up was to create a platform for all those children who are aspirant, who want to become something in cinema. They should come here, discover themselves, train themselves and join the profession. Because most of the children living in Satara, Lucknow, Banaras, they don't know anybody in Bombay. So how to connect with the film industry? So I created a bridge, Whistling Wood is a bridge for all those children to connect with the film industry people, because film industry people, all those directors, producers, writers, they come here. Every week they come here and the children meet them. And they learn cinema, and we have the best of the faculty, best of the facilities. It's a world-class cinema. So it gives them confidence. So the whole idea was to create a pool of talent for growing media industry, cinema industry.
Sir, the next question is, we all know that Whistling Woods International is celebrating 100 years of cinema on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of June. Such a time of crisis, what made you celebrate this 100 years of cinema festival on a grand scale?
I'm extremely proud of my students of Whistling Woods who are holding this event of celebrating 100 years cinema on June 1st to June 3 this year. Only for the reason that they could see the crisis Whistling Woods is facing because of the government. Because of the government's one document, you see, the wrong presentation of the document has ruined the whole thing. But I'm happy about the students that they have a spirit. They believe in this institute. They believe in Whistling Woods. So after the court judgment, when it came, that discontinue this institute, the first thing the students came to me, sir, we want to celebrate cinema. I smiled at them. I said, lovely. When do you want to do it? He said, very soon, sir. Because we feel that we have to prove to the world that we are serious students here. This is a serious institute which is giving a new dimension to the coming generation, which is giving them the training to all the aspirants with the best of facilities, best of faculties, best of honesty. You are losing 40 crore rupees, sir, till now, but still you are maintaining it. And the government is not with you. We want to protest. I said, don't protest, celebrate. You always celebrate your crisis. This is also one of the protests. And I'm glad that they are organizing this whole event where we will be calling various students from various universities, the VIPs, the celebrities, so that they can recognize the institute and students' work, what they're doing. And they have made a fantastic documentaries on Indian cinema, the whole journey from the last 100 years, in terms of acting, directors, music, dances, stories, everything. So it is very academic kind of an approach with a lot of interest in cinema. So they are going for exhibition, for screening, for workshops, for seminar, for the stage show, for the music, for the band, so many things. And that gives me a lot of confidence that we have set up Whistling Woods. We did not come here to set up building. We came here to set up Whistling Woods, where the thousands of the students have great faith in Whistling Woods, whether it is here or it is there.
Sir, Whistling Woods International students have put in a lot of hard work and sweat, as you say. Sir, what makes you think that this will help and change the mindset of people?
Yeah.
But sir, do you think this will help and change the mindset of people who do not belong to this industry and a part of cinema?
You see, they are not here to change the mindset of the people. The students are doing it to be recognized the seriousness in the campus. First of all, they really want to celebrate because it's 100 years. Second thing is they really committed cinema makers of tomorrow. Third thing is definitely they want other people to come and see what we are doing. So every artist wants recognition, every child wants recognition. You cannot sit at the distance and say, well, there is one building and there is one Whistling Woods and there is it's a traditional school. It is not. It is Asia's largest, it is world's top 10, it is one in India. So students want them to come and see the thing.
You as a director, producer and writer, how do you feel about the 100 years of completion of cinema?
I feel great about it. The reason is that I have been blessed for one reason, that when I came here, I was 22, 23, and I met all those people like Bimal Roy and Mehboob Khan and all those people, and I saw that generation when I used to go to office to meet them from the job to become an actor. And then I met the current generation, after generation of 70s, 80s and 90s, which is my generation. And now I'm meeting this new millennium generation, the Zoya Akhtar or Farhan Akhtar or these guys who are making a new kind of cinema. And I'm blessed that I'm also meeting a student like you. You see who is the next generation, who are going to dominate the next 10 years. So I'm blessed that I have met all four generations, and I know their mindset and how energetic today youth is and how knowledgeable he is and how they may not have experience, but they are much better, much faster, much energy. They are passionate they are.
So 10 years down the line, how do you think that cinema will change for the better?
Yeah, you see, first of all, it's because of technology and the avenues. See, now you can see movie in mobile, in watch, everywhere. So there are avenues where you can see movies in movies. But let me tell you one thing, how do I define cinema? In my generation, we used to define cinema with big scale motion picture. Movies are the plays, are the stories which have been captured through camera and showed you a play on the screen. That's called a movie. But when you call it a cinema, cinema is when the 1,000 people sitting in a hall in the darkness, and as a filmmaker you are able to take them into that location of Kashmir or Switzerland or Delhi, and you feel that you are in a location where the characters are larger than life. The fantasized world, it is there, and the romance, drama, conflict, story. So you enjoy that you are away from your life and you enjoy all 3 hours being there on the screen. Here, today what has happened is it has taken a shape of movies, where you are busy in your mobile, SMS also, you're watching the movie, you're eating also. In that time, we did not have a time to look at our friend, because we were glued with the film, with the soundtrack. Like I was inspired by the sound of music to become a director. I said, wow, what a sound, what a visual. It is a different world. I want to become a filmmaker. But down the line, 10 years, there is going to be various kind of cinema. The story-oriented, the issue-oriented, the cinema-oriented, the technology-oriented, animation, special effects, science fiction, human drama, child and dog, cartoons. So you have a choice, whatever you like. That's what I see. All over there is a dance, drama, music happening.
So the next question to you. So actors were hardworking then, actors are hardworking today. But do you think anything has changed in level of professionalism? Your views on this and the baggage that comes with it?
You see, without hardworking, you cannot be successful. So all those successful actors in previous generation and today's generation, there is one difference. Both are hardworking. That generation also and this generation also. Only thing, that generation was working very hard to prove their talent. They were glued with the expression of the talent. कुछ नहीं चाहिए, सिर्फ talent मेरा नजर आना चाहिए. I must do the best of the film, best of performance. And they would concentrate on it, the characters, detail of the characters. Money was never a alluring factor for them. they were never attracted to money. I know I have worked with Mr. Dilip Kumar 3 films. He never ever talked to me about the money, that he will charge this money. He never sent a secretary to me. But today's generation is all over its revenue. The actor has become a revenue model. He is in cinema, he's in a show, he's in marriages, he's in opening tire button and tractor. So today actors are working very hard, but their focus is more of making money. And fine, I want a hit film because I can make money. They hardly say, I want a good character, I want a good film, whether I make money or not. So this percentage is very, very less today.
So coming to the crew as a unit, so you think anything in terms of personnel has changed in the collaboration from each team member?
Is it today's cinema?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you
crew.
see, because the technology has helped a lot. Today our best assistants are technology. I talk to computer, I talk to technology, and I get my options. So I don't need many assistants or many brainstorm. So that is the advantage. But I do not have many people in person to react. That is a disadvantage too. Because I am thinking, well, what I think is right.
So Whistlewood's international students are working really hard and I'm sure they're getting placed well. So according to you, how are they placed in the market?
I'm very glad that 500 students have graduated from Whistling Woods and 95% of students have been very well placed in the media companies. And they're doing very well because they keep getting call and meeting all top bosses and they say, your students are brilliant. And they feel that we have done a great job. Whistling Wood has a great job, that they are really developing this talent and professional for the media industry required.
So the last question to you, you've been in this industry for a really long time. So in one line, how would you define this industry and how has it evolved?
Film industry is a society of individuals with a sense of a democratic art. We don't think alike, we all think different. But that is the fun of it because people also want a different kind of films, you see. If we all start thinking in one way or in one view, then it will be stale, it can never be thrilling. So it's a very democratic society of creative people, I would say.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure having you and all the best for 100 years of cinema in Whistling Woods International.
Thank you.